Hi Libra, welcome at your deep intuitive tarot reading with Annemiek. Lion. Maybe you have to deal with a Leo. I can't imagine you'll have to deal with a lion. What I feel is that somebody in your environment is forceful. And it can be a good thing. It can mean that finally some decisions are made, or that finally now you know what to do. But, I'm getting like in neon letters, but you know that there's some higher position possible, you know there's some higher process possible, or looking deeper within a process, or something that's the most high. Somebody is trying to keep you thinking about daily life, about plain things, about the ordained, the mundane, and you think, yeah, but there's also God, isn't there? And if you don't like the word God, you can change it, yeah, for love or peace or everything. So, it looks as if you have to choose between the two. Libra, Libra, Libra. What is wise? What is wise? You want to be wise. And not, I mean, everybody always wants to be wise and do the right thing, yeah? But you're a Libra. You're always, I can do this, I can do that, or should I do this, should I do that? And this is funny because I'm also having a Dutch channel for people in the Netherlands, and I had the same thing, the same theme with Libra. Now, balancing, weighing, deciding is always a thing for Libra, right? But it's actually for everybody. It's actually for everybody. We all have to make decisions daily. You always decide daily. 8 of Wands. A lot of things are coming your way now, and it feels for you that you have to make decisions about all of them. That's most probably not true. Some of them most probably can wait. I have the Queen of Cups for you here. The Queen of Cups is, waiting, but grounded. I need another card. It's as maybe this Queen of Cups is the same as the lion, the lioness. And we have the Emperor. This is somebody who's very serious, who wants to hold on. And so now, with now I mean in this session, it's like they're opposites of each other. One wants to wait, and she's always depending on other people. So some of the choices that you think you have to make have to do with the opinions of other people. You're afraid that people will judge you if you do this or that. Maybe you're afraid of this Leo because you know Leo has a good heart. Yeah, Leos have good hearts. Or maybe you're afraid, I'm not good enough for God. I'm not good enough for love. I don't deserve this job. I don't deserve this position. I don't deserve this income. I don't deserve these friends. Maybe you feel like that. And on the other hand, the Emperor is saying, why would I bother? Ooh, I never had that interpretation before, but it is correct, because the Emperor is also about not being in this life. So can really be about God, yeah? Should I just let things be? Or should I do something with it? I'm feeling now, waiting for words to be spoken, to see what wants to be spoken for you, for people watching this, cross watchers or other signs. My readings are energetic, huh? So when you feel attracted to a clip, it's like drawing a tarot card. There's always something in it for you. Maybe it's 2 words that I put together that will give you an insight you've been waiting on for months, decades, maybe. You know what the thing is with decisions? Always choose the best for you. Always choose the best for you. Not to be hurtful to others. That's not what I mean. But the highest, the truthfully highest decision, no, the most truthful choice is the one that is the highest, because it includes everybody. Because it includes your heart. This is also the card about your heart. Heart with a capital H. Choose the best. Choose the best. What also counts is the way, no, the time that you choose. I'm hearing that you know when you can choose the best. When. And that is when you feel good, but it can also mean, actually for half of you, you don't have to feel good. You have to feel the push. The push. And now, that's also 8 of Wands. And now I want to get things done. When you're really on the edge of freaking out, when you're really on the edge of crying, of getting a mood that will last for a couple of days. You know when it's best for you to decide. And if you don't know, then the advice is find out, get to know yourself better. Make a rule out of it. Look in the chaos in your mind, in your daily life, where there is order, because there is. Oh, my whole life is chaotic. No, it's not true. You still have your teapot in place, don't you? Yes, you do. Or your cutlery, or you know what I mean. Your furnace where you cook on is still in place. Not everything is chaotic. Not everything is chaos in your life. That's not true. And not everything in your mind either. The Emperor, by the way. If I haven't mentioned that. The Empress, I'm sorry. The Empress. Look when you can make a decision, when it's the best time for you to decide. Maybe it's literally a time, maybe it's in the morning. First thing when you wake up, you think about this issue and with freshness, or maybe especially with sleepiness, you go like, that's what I'm gonna do. Then you know. And the way to decide, that is above all ways to decide, my dearest people, is let it happen. Let it happen. When I can decide between being like a Queen of Cups or being like an Empress, I can think many thoughts about her and many thoughts about her, and advantages, disadvantages, good looks, nice feeling. You can try to make a balance, to weigh it. But what's actually truly happening is that the decision is already made for you. Not by God, because God has nothing to do with this world, otherwise he would be an asshole, right? And he's not. God is good, God is love, God is perfect. And everything that's not good, love, perfect, isn't of God. Maybe that's tough for some of you to hear. Don't click. Don't cut me off. Maybe rewind and listen to it again. And feel with your heart. Taste with your heart the words that I spoke about God. God is so much better than you think. You can't think about God. God is what you are a part of. Neurobiology, decades ago, established already, and they keep on establishing it, that when you cycle to the end of the road and you can only go to the left or to the right, not straight, you have to make a decision. And you can think, oh, I'm going to the left because that's quicker. But no, wait, I actually have time today, so let me go to the right because it's way nicer there. And then you cycle and you go to the right and you think, I made that decision, but we didn't. Science has already proven that the decision is already made, and you make a reason very quickly, It's very quickly, it's within nanoseconds to go to the right. What sometimes happens to me is that I'm literally, by the way, I live in the Netherlands, we all have bikes here, I have 4 of them. How I ended up with 4 of them, I don't know, temporarily 4. And sometimes I do get to a cross point, a T point we call it, and shall I go to the left or to the right? And then my mind decides or comes up with the advantage of going to the right. But because I'm so passionate about following the higher self, my body, my bicycle can go to the left even when I think I want to go to the right. I'm not forcing myself, I'm not forcing the body anymore to go to the right, even though I can see the advantages of going to the right. It happens. It happens, and I trust that it's the best for me. Life happens, sweet people. Life happens. It happens. That's why astrology is true. What's written in your horoscope, what will happen to you, the way that you are. Good astrology, Good astrology. It's true. I'm not talking about your horoscope in the newspaper, yeah? And I'm also not talking about a horoscope made by your birth chart that was made by an app, because some things you can only see with the naked eye. They don't pick up everything, and they do make mistakes. Yes, they do, because they're made, yeah, well, whatever. All astrologers can make mistakes, but you will miss things, like where are the planets positioned. Only in the north part, only in the eastern, or mostly on the west part, or mostly in the south part. And what does that mean? An app can't tell you that. When there's accumulation of 3, 4 or 5 planets, what does it mean? It can't tell you that. Yes. Okay. And please don't use a birth chart to make decisions. That's why I have to say it here. Don't make decisions because of your birth chart. Because there may be in it that it's good for you to bake cookies, but you've been baking bread your whole life, and then because you read it in your birth chart that you will be famous or rich because of your cookies, you will stop making bread, but maybe it's not the right time yet. And it doesn't have to mean, by the way, that you will become famous or that you will have your income increased when you are going to bake cookies. It only means that you'll be more happy with it. Or maybe you will get the fame and fortune, but you're not happy with it. Yes, it depends on what you want to know. And going to a real astrologer is always the best thing to do. Yes, okay, which can also happen by Skype. I'm an astrologer, by the way. Okay. I think this was a very long clip for you, and I'm sure many people will benefit of it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And thank you if you already did.